So in that sense is that sometimes the universe just wants us to surrender. So with Muse, which is King of Pentacles, there is somebody that's trying to help them. That's a masculine energy. It might be, I get like a, hi everyone, welcome back to No Light Tarot. My name is Holly, or welcome to No Light Tarot. My name is Holly. So grateful to have you all. Please make sure you like the video. If you're not subscribed and have you watched at least 3 of my videos, please subscribe. Want to get that subscriber number up so that it shows to the algorithm and we can continue to grow this channel. And I just want to say I'm so grateful. Thank you for everybody who subscribed, who's a member. If you want to check out the membership, you get lots of perks. I think I offer some of the most perks of a membership, so it's really worth it. I want it to be worth it because I appreciate you all so much. Okay, so I'm going to do an Ezra Miller update. This wasn't requested, but people have been commenting a lot on the videos that I did a few months ago actually, in my accurate predictions, and they're saying they've been giving me clues about what's going on. So I wanted to do an update about them, Ezra Miller. I might slip up and say him, I apologize. It's not really in my vocabulary to use them, so I am trying. But Rome wasn't built in a day. Okie dokie, so Knight of Inspiration, Knight of Voices, and Queen of Swords in reverse. I did say this. I said that there is a woman in his life that's giving him advice. That he goes to, I think this woman's older, that he calls on for advice. But right now, with the Queen of Swords in reverse, she's not giving him any advice. I was very accurate. I think I've been 98% accurate, and I said that Ezra Miller is going to go to rehab. I said Ezra Miller is going to get arrested. I was very accurate in almost everything. The thing is that I don't think this is the end. I don't think they have hit rock bottom yet. It's going to happen by April 2023. I could see that happening. And sometimes, you know, and I speak to former addicts and even with myself, you know, when you have that energy, and it's actually funny, when I was shuffling the cards and drawing Ezra's energy, I got very sexual energy and I got very driven energy. Like it was like a burst of energy that I got. So there's lots of energy, youthful energy. And you know, the thing about youth is that that kind of energy is hard to contain sometimes, and we can kind of think we know everything, but we need to be humble to our knees to really take in the message that we need to learn. That's happened to me so many times. So I haven't necessarily hit rock bottom in terms of addiction, but I've definitely hit rock bottom in terms of a lesson, or, you know, during COVID, one of the worst times of my life, but it turned out to be such a blessing. So in that sense is that sometimes the universe just wants us to surrender. So with Muse, which is King of Pentacles, there is somebody that's trying to help them. That's a masculine energy. It might be, I get like a uncle. It's a family member. It's an uncle. That's kind of trying. This person understands that Ezra was not raised in the best way. Because of that, even the woman that I see too, because of that, they kind of feel compassion for Ezra, and they're like, okay, this happened to Ezra when Ezra was a child, so that's why they behave like this, and blah 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 blah, you know, kind of making up excuses for Ezra. And I don't know about you, but if you ever have a troubled family member, it's very difficult to hold them accountable because they have so many reasons why, you know. And the ultimate thing is that our lives belong to us. They don't belong to people who've hurt us. They don't belong to people who've done us wrong. And I believe in justice. If you want to get justice, that's fine. But to continually blame the past for the present and the future is just a cycle. And that's what's happening with Ezra. It's a cycle. So with the Emperor and 10 of Wands at the bottom of the deck both came out, so I just pulled them. It's almost like Ezra's directing their life to be harder than it needs to be. Ezra's used to hardship, and because of that, the hardship is becoming harder. You know, it's like what we tell ourselves manifests. I totally believe, you know. Okay, I think I've told you guys this before, but I do this soul cycle 4 or 5 times a week, and I'm not endorsing them and everything they've done, but I do spinning. And one of the instructors said, do you want your story to be one of struggle or strength? You know, and it's so true. This is a story of struggle. So how can we make it strength? And sometimes it's hard to see, you know. Sometimes it's very, very hard to see. I wouldn't say I was a very negative person, but I used to have negative thought patterns that would loop and loop and loop, especially about relationships. And it took a while to get out of. I was literally bored to my knees. I'll tell this story one day. I've told it in my blog, if you follow my blog, but it took a while to just surrender myself to the idea that I didn't have to create this drama in my life anymore. So yeah, I see the rock bottom happening. Like I said, April can change because time is fluid. Like I predicted that Harry Styles and Olivia Wilde would break up, but I predicted a while ago. I thought it would happen. Actually, I said in December. I said the end of the year, but this was a while ago. And it ended up happening a year later. So time is fluid. But I see very strongly here that they are going to be so brought down so much to their knees that they're going to have to change. It's going to be like a Robert Downey Jr. thing. If you remember, well, I wasn't old enough to really know the true story about Robert Downey Jr. and how he was quote unquote a mess before getting clean and sober, but I heard some stories. Robert Downey Jr. was not always a saint, you know. None of us really have been, but it's about moving forward, taking accountability and learning who we are, what our triggers are, and working around that, you know, going to therapy, being the best versions that we can be. So I love you all. Please comment. I would love to hear what you have to say. Take care.